for everybody that's on the East Coast that this is so late.
Well, if you're up,
if you're up, then I'm not sorry.
Holler.
So today we decided we would do a live stream talking about the trip so far. We missed what's happening Wednesday last week, or this week?
Last week.
Wait, so when does a new week start? Serious? No, I'm serious.
Technically, Sunday is the beginning of the week.
Oh, okay.
Oops. Sunday through Saturday is technically.
Oh, okay. So.
We're in the Orlando time warp. Welcome.
Yeah, we are. I'm a little already. Like, we knew we wanted to do this, and then we had it set and planned.
Yeah.
And then we went and got food, and I had forgotten we were planning on it, and I got, like, in sleepy mode.
She got in food coma mode.
Yeah, so now
after
I'm trying
a long
to, like,
day.
Yes.
But we're here for it.
Now I'm waking up.
Yes, you could watch her wake up on camera.
Learning the days of the week.
Yeah. But we thought we would check in with you guys and talk about Walt Disney World's 50th anniversary.
Yeah, we had planned to do that for our What's Happening Wednesday. Was like a recap of, just like how the anniversary is going so far. And then give you our merchandise information because
Shameless plug.
Yeah, it really is a shameless plug because now you can buy Best Life and Beyond merchandise.
The store is open.
It's real. It's real, folks.
All of it.
It's true. It's real.
BestLifeAndBeyond.com. It's that simple.
And it's not only is it real, but it's real good quality because it took long for a reason.
Yes.
It was. I'm gonna say it's worth the wait. I promise you.
It's worth its weight in gold, baby.
It sure is. So we're gonna talk a little bit about our merchandise and just about the trip so far, how we're doing, how it's been going.
It's been a whirlwind. But it's been a lot of fun so far.
It has been. I mean, honestly.
Sunburn. Look at me. Like I put on sunscreen today.
The shop isn't working. What do you mean? Let me look at it right now. Hold on. I've got to get rid of this. Boop. Let me check right now. I will tell you if it's working or not. It's working for me. So here's our shop. There you go.
I wish I would.
So there it is. It's
glasses.
bestlifeandbeyond.com. And it's not with an ampersand. It's actually with the word and.
Yes.
And that's how you can get to our stuff. Basically, the shirts that we're wearing is this right here. This is Spencer's hat, and it's actually embroidered. It's not just a, what's the difference?
It's not like an iron-on or a patch or anything. It's actually embroidered onto the shirt. Or to the hat, sorry.
The link says the shop you are looking does not exist. Are you talking about the link in our description on YouTube? Because that worked for me. Did it work for you, Dylan? Like, if you are is the link that you're looking at? Is it the one that's on?
I can see.
On our description box in there. Is that the one that you're looking for or looking at? Just so I know, I want to make sure. If you go to the description box of one of our videos, hi everyone, welcome to the third happiest place on earth, because Disneyland and Disney World. Yeah, that one. Okay, there was some, but I went through and fixed it, so if that's not working, we're gonna have to fix it.
I mean, that's not gonna be on.
Okay, so go to, instead of the link, just go to bestlifeandbeyond.com. I'm going to check out the link in our videos and see if it's working there. It won't work if I don't think we have getting a 404 error. Site not found. What? That's weird because it's working for me.
Yeah, you just pulled it up, right?
Yeah, I'm looking right now. So I'm going to the description box.
Yeah, in your latest video, it's working.
Yeah, it's working. So if you
it's not working, you can go to the represent site.
Yeah, if it doesn't work, you could go to the represent. I just clicked your link. Are you looking at the link in this video? Because if you're looking at the link in this video, it's not there. And if it is, it's not the right one. You might be looking at the old one.
The old Spreadshirt one, which is...
Yeah, and that one's gone. The old Spreadshirt one is gone. So, if you can...
Can't you just do bestlifeandbeyond.com? Does that work?
Mm-hmm. That's all you got to do. Yeah, the link works through Safari. It's all good, and Google takes you to the website. Okay, there you go. Yeah, it might be in the description of, I guess that's how I should say it. So if you're looking at the description box of this video, don't look at that one, because I haven't fixed that yet. That hasn't even been updated yet.
Yeah, it's not.
That's how fresh this is.
It's not Spreadshirt.
Yes, it's not Spreadshirt. It's with Represent. So Represent means that we chose quality and like legit, like finally, like the good colors, the good quality.
Yeah, the link is still in our bio.
Yeah,
the
on
Spreadshirt
this one.
link,
Yeah.
So do not use that.
I took it out for every other video except this one because this is a live stream, so it's not going to be there. I can see if I can, I don't know if I can fix it while we're on the live right now.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
But anyways, bestlifeandbeyond.com.
Yes.
Just,
while I do that, why don't you talk about the trip so far?
So far, all right. Well, obviously, we had a couple videos where I think we started out at Magic Kingdom Epcot. That was our first day, and it was a wild first day. It was kind of an unplanned day that we weren't even going to do that day, but we did, and we checked out merch, 50th anniversary merch, of which you can check out. Hunter sends $5. Says, Spencer, please check your Instagram DMs when possible. I will. Yeah, that was a really fun first day. Like, we were going to kind of go easy, and then that was just like, we went hard, started at Magic Kingdom, ended up at Epcot. And then ramping up, we did Space 220, which you're going to have to check that out and see what that was all about if you haven't already. That was really fun. We did a VIP tour, which was incredible. If you have never had the chance, which we had not until then, it was, oh my gosh, where do I start? You got to watch the video. We got to have lunch at 33. We finished off with Happily Ever After fireworks, which are now not around because of the 50th fireworks. Enchantment has taken its place for likely the next 18 months of the celebration.
I think it is for sure 18 months.
Yeah, so it was just a really, VIP tour. Are you kidding me? It was nuts. And then after that, we had the 50th, the big day, Oktoberfest, which
was exhausting.
It was exhausting. We had a lot of fun. There were some, definitely some concerns with that day as far as how it was celebrated by the park itself, or maybe not celebrated. I don't know how to put it. It was a little weird. We managed to make the best of it and have a lot of fun with our friends, which, you could put us all in a dirt lot together and we'd have a good old time. But did you fix that?
I think I did. So, but I don't know if it would refresh for all of them. So I'm not sure.
Can I back up out of this now? Is that okay? Okay.
So it should have updated. Do you think you'll add other items like coffee mugs later? I don't know. I'm not sure.
We'll definitely be adding stuff to it as we go along. Annette sends $5, says, love your video from Friday for the 50th. Thank you, Annette. We enjoyed making it. It was fun. It was quite a day. Be Yourself Adventures sends $20. Thank you, Larry B. Please get some treats on me. You both are amazing. I hope we can get together one day. Please tell Dylan howdy. Hey, Dylan, howdy from Larry B.
Oh, hello.
He says, oh, hello. You might have heard him.
Thank you, Larry, and thank you.
Dylan is in the distance working on some stuff, but he is here.
And thank you, Annette. I think he's editing.
Annette is in the Jungle Cruise attraction.
Oh.
You're part of the spiel, Annette.
I love it. You just purchased a hat. Yay!
Oh, thank you.
I love it.
You won't regret it.
Has anybody bought anything? Like, okay, other than James just bought a hat. Has anybody else bought anything? I can highly recommend the sweatshirt. Obviously for when it gets cold.
Yeah.
It's a really comfy sweatshirt.
As are the tees.
They all run really true to size. Okay, Bay Sisters bought 2 shirts last week.
Awesome.
I heard merch, Best Life merch. What'd it do, everyone? Yes, it's there.
That's right, kiddo.
There we go.
Oh,
are the shirts soft? Yes. So originally what we had on Spreadshirt was very like not good quality, and it was pretty sad for us. And then thankfully, now that we're with Represent, the products are actually quality, and there's a whole
Oh, yeah.
team. So if for some odd reason something went wrong, they actually handle issues and whatnot. They've actually they're helping us to make even more sizing available up
Yeah.
to 4X. I think right now it stops at 3X, but I think very soon it possibly, actually, it may have updated already.
While she's
I should
checking that,
check.
Random Fan Pins sends $5. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
The question is, on VIP tour, was it cool going backstage for the van, or was it just too much man behind the curtain? Just wondering. You know, for us, we really enjoyed it because we love to see the inner workings of how things work. I do, especially coming from production. I love process. The ability to be able to see that stuff was a treat for us, because you're not allowed to do that unless you're on a tour or you're a guest of the company or something like that. Obviously, we're not allowed to film that stuff, and we don't want to give away all the secrets anyways. But yeah, we had a lot of fun doing that, and going through a door and all of a sudden being backstage, and then again coming to another park and going through some door we didn't know where we were going to end up, and all of a sudden we're like, oh my gosh, we're in Pandora, you know.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of fun.
And it's weird now being in the parks with
having seen that.
Yeah, like when we were walking into Animal Kingdom today, I kept thinking like,
Yeah.
whoa.
But it doesn't ruin it.
No.
I think for some people maybe it would. For me, it's like I can easily let myself back into the magic and believe the illusions and go there. Even knowing what's involved, because I've known what's.
Oh, we're not in California, so we're not seeing the lightning or thunder. I heard there was some in Southern California, which is very rare.
That is rare.
We get lightning all the time here in Orlando, and
We
it's
saw
awesome.
a little bit tonight.
Yeah, while we were on Everest.
Expedition Everest, yes.
Karen, wow, thank you. Karen sends $50. Katie, on a really rough week. You made me smile with your Remy Chef hat. Can you please explain how Patreon works? Love you both. Well, I'm glad that made you smile, because that's amazing.
Yes.
The Patreon works. So we have a Patreon. We don't really have too much, and I'm sorry because people have asked us if they can do other ones. What's that one you have, Dylan? Buy me a coffee. Like,
Yeah, buy me a coffee.
people ask about like buy me a coffee or a couple of other ones, and we haven't made those yet, but maybe we will, because I feel bad. But it's basically
It's a way to support the
it's
channel.
almost like a virtual tip jar.
Yeah.
If you want to put it that way. I think Adam explained it like that one day a long time ago, and I've held on to it ever since. But basically, some people donate every month, some people donate, and you could do one time. Sometimes, people randomly just, but it's, so it's just like that.
It's
and
like when you have a pledge drive for a public radio station, and every
That's
once
the
in a
way to
while
think about it.
something like that.
Yeah.
Gina Miller says hi, Dylan.
Oh, hi.
I just got in, but you commented on the lack of history / much of any celebration for the 50th.
I did. We didn't get a chance to really touch on that at all, and I don't want to touch on it too much, because at Best Life and Beyond, we try to just focus on the positives of things. Dylan explained it really well in his video. His 50th video is really kind of breaks it down about that, and there was a lack of
Walt
connectivity
and
to
Disney
Walt and or Roy. When it's a 50th anniversary, I think of it like a wedding anniversary. You want to look back at that photo, your wedding photo from 50 years ago, and go, wow, look at us now. We're still, you want to connect the dots from that era till now, from 1971 till 2021. And you want to reflect on it, because you're moving on past 50 now. And so it's a good time to look back and reflect and honor the original creators and how it started and the journey to get us to now and how great it is. And we just felt that it fell quite short of that. And,
Just of that.
We don't know why, but it was a little bit disrespectful, we thought, in certain ways. So, that's how we feel
Steve
about it.
says, I agree with Bricky's opinion, which was if you wanted to celebrate the 50th without buying 50th merch, it's almost impossible. If you went to enjoy Disney World, you'll have a wonderful time. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think both of them really explained it very well. And
That's
somebody else explained it very well too. But gosh, I can't remember who
There
it
was
was.
a heavy focus on merchandise.
It almost felt like a Black Friday.
And in certain ways,
in a
you
way.
know, yes, the company is to blame, but then in certain ways, the consumer is also to blame because they feed into it. And you should have seen the lines for merch were longer than the lines for attractions that
Yeah.
day. So who do you blame? You know, it's almost like they're giving them what they want in a sense. And I guess it's sad to think that we're kind of in the minority now of people that want the history and we want the respect to Walt and Roy and we want to honor that, but I feel like it's also the company's job to inform the new generation and let them know how important that stuff is and continue on those legacies and those stories and those those feels, especially when we go back to like the 60th of Disneyland, which you were very familiar with. I wasn't there much for that celebration, but it was all very much heavy on Walt Disney. And,
Same with the 50th at Disneyland. It was
right,
very
and
like
the fireworks show that you love so much.
Yeah.
Even for me, Remember Dreams Come True even had touches of that, and it's important to me. That stuff is very important. You can't not honor that stuff. So, anyways, that's how we feel about that.
But other than that stuff aside, it was still really enjoyable. The parks are so clean. The food has been fun.
The company has been exceptional.
The company's the best.
Yeah.
I mean, the reality is, like, I think for us, like I said, we haven't been lifelong Walt Disney Worlders, but we've been big Disney park and Disney fans for our whole lives.
Yeah.
And I think when, especially after 2020 and how craptastic that was and depressing, like I'll be real, it was the most depressing year. Again, remember there's so many other terrible things that were going on in 2020. But I think like for us, it's just been like, hey, we can celebrate like an amazing park and we get to hang out with our friends and be here. Like I had a good time. I honestly had an amazing time.
Really
I was really tired and I was a little hot, but I mean, I had a good time. I really do.
You make the best of it, and I've, like I said earlier, it's like you could put me in a dirt lot with any of these friends.
I'm yawning. It's not you're boarding me. We're boring.
Are we boring you?
No, it's not that. I'm just a little sleepy.
I always say that to her.
I was totally fine until we ate all the food. That's what did it to me.
Yeah, put you in a food coma. But no.
Would you question?
Yes.
Would you trade it and not go, or rather like stay at home and miss the 50th?
No.
Okay.
I'm glad I'm here. I don't regret. I don't have a lot of regrets in life in general.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like everything is for a reason, and even the bad stuff. It's how the life balance works.
I think it's been so much
I've had a blast.
fun.
I am so
Like,
glad we came.
I can't even believe if we would have missed it, I would have cried.
Yeah,
forever.
because I also, even though there was disappointments in that
how the celebration
celebration was produced, I still want to see it from my own eyes and make my own judgment.
And there's still so many cool things like happening though. Like there's
There
still
is.
a lot. Like just the little simple things of the banners that say 50th. It's great.
Yeah.
It's exciting,
And we get to tomorrow go to the Contemporary, which I'm so excited about because it's all Mary Blaired out.
Yeah, we get to go to Steakhouse 71.
Steakhouse 71. I mean, we don't have a steakhouse at Disneyland anymore. They took 55 away.
So it's so cool that we get to do that. Real
Yeah.
quick, I just don't want these to disappear. Lachlan?
Lachlan. Maybe,
wow,
maybe
I'm
Lachlan
dumb.
Wong. I'm guessing
Oh my
Lachlan.
gosh.
That's a guess.
I am so dumb. I can't even read. I'm sorry. Hello from Australia. My fiance and I love your videos. Can't wait to go back to Walt Disney World in 2022. Will be my fiance's first visit.
Oh,
It's gonna be great.
that'll be fun.
First visits to Walt Disney World are magical, and I can say that from experience. Tristan sends $5. By the looks on your faces, it seems like the 50th isn't what you thought. Let me know before I waste my money on. I would still go because
I mean, we're just hardcore purists about Walt Disney, and so
I've been living my best.
but we've been
life.
having a blast.
I'm telling
It doesn't take away from the park experience. I think we put a lot of hype into it. based on what we knew from Disneyland's 60th and 50th. You know what I mean? So we built it up, and you know, regardless of that part,
come to enjoy the parks, and
Yeah.
then you'll be able to look back and go, I experienced the 50th anniversary at Walt Disney World, and it was amazing. Like,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you'll get to, if you were to ask me, is it worth it to come here? 100%.
Oh, yeah.
100%. All the stuff of, you know, the Walt history and all that, like, you know, that we just want to make you aware, if that's what you're looking for, you're not going to get that. But if you're looking for having a good time and like new restaurants, new merchandise, new
Yeah.
shows, whether you like are insanely in love with the shows or not, that's for you to judge.
Yeah.
But I would say see them in person, because live streams don't do those shows justice. Because
No.
I mean, man. Totus sends $20 and says, you're amazing. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
I love that little dancing. I think it's an avocado, and I'm here for it. Look at the confetti.
Yeah, avocados deserve that. They do.
Michael sends $20. About to purchase our very first annual passes for Disneyland. Okay, be careful. 1 Dream Key and 3 Believe. Hello from Las Vegas. I love you, Vegas.
We love Las Vegas.
First family trip with the passes planned for December 14th through 17th. Hopefully see you this time. Churros for everyone.
Churros for everyone. Well,
I love
congratulations
it.
on your purchase.
Yes. The only thing I do want to make you aware of, and I think, and I just want to make sure that you're aware. My cousin was gonna get a pass, and then you have to look at that calendar. So make sure before you purchase it, look at the reservation calendar availability.
And make sure your days are available that you guys want to come.
Yeah,
you had
because
a little date
if
range
you were
there.
looking at them like right now, they're not good. I think
Now,
the Dream Keys are having issue with that. So just be careful before you purchase.
I have a feeling, this is me being optimistic, that
boy.
they are.
Sorry.
You all right there?
Yeah.
I have a feeling, and again, optimism, right?
Gotta
That
have
they're
it.
going to add days to these calendars, because I feel like right now it's a little bit.
They're sparse.
Yeah, and it's looking. A lot of people are saying like, "What did we pay for?
Yeah.
What did we do?" You know, so I don't know. I have a feeling that stuff's a bit fluid for them, and that they're still trying to figure it out. So hopefully, more days will become available for key holders, especially.
It's
Dream
so
Key,
bad, man.
Dream Key seems to be not having a lot of days left, and it's kind of like, wait a minute,
Especially the weekends.
for people that paid for the top tier.
How do they add days to the calendar? They're just meaning that they would open more.
They would
days
open up
back
more reservations.
So, like, say that you wanted to go on, October 21st,
And it wasn't available.
They could open it back up and let more people.
Because
come
they
in.
have been doing that since the reopening, when you had to just get reservations with regular tickets. They were opening up more reservations
it's just so
sometimes.
different with tickets.
So it's a weird thing. It's hard to figure out. It's almost like trying to figure out the algorithm of YouTube. It's
odd.
hard to figure out what they're doing. It's hard to figure out their numbers because they don't divulge
They really
them.
do need to stop selling those keys for a while. I'll be honest with you. I am very disheartened, and the reason I get almost so like upset about it, to be honest with you, like, is because I get so, it's almost like an empath situation. I have so many upset people messaging me, telling me about, hey, I spent my allowance, or I spent my money on Dream Keys, and we can't even go as often as we want to go. So they're like, we paid for no blockouts and we're blocked out. So I'm actually I'm actually ticked about it, to be honest with you. It really hurts my feelings.
True Vibes with Vanilla P sends $5. Thank you. It says, do you think they're still trying to make up from COVID closures, or are they just getting money hungry?
Hard to say.
It's hard to say.
It could be like new management.
And it could be a little of both of that. It could be, they've always been a company that looks to profit at the highest level. That's nothing new for Disney, but I don't know the motivation behind the new era, the new age.
Right. And here's going back to the reservation thing. Here's why it sucks, because here at Walt Disney World, you can almost always get a reservation.
Yeah, as a pass holder.
Obviously, they're bigger parks, but even on days when they're all booked up, you can still refresh it and ones will open up. Number one.
Yeah, it's
Number two, you don't need to go and scan in if it not 24 hours prior to the day in advance. So it's just the system here. If you're really going to go with reservations still, that's fine and dandy. But do it like Walt Disney World's doing it, because what you're doing in Disneyland, they're ruining Disneyland. Like between the trams, we don't even have monorails right now. Granted, those are coming back. You know, we don't have Fantasmic.
Yeah.
I mean, and I didn't even realize it was as bad as it was until we got here. And you're like,
yeah.
What are we doing?
It's strange that it's so different. That
Yeah.
It's the same company.
It's heart-wrenching.
But each of these are they're managed and operated very differently, and and we know that they're different, so they require special attention to each of its needs, right? This is more of a tourist vacation destination, while Disneyland is more of a locals destination. And yes, there is tourism to Disneyland, but it's just not as heavy as it is here.
It's not even more really like my issue. Again, it's more like I'm feeling for other people.
We're hearing this from other people.
Yeah, I mean, for us, it's like I have nothing to really complain about on our end. Like,
No.
it can be inconvenient.
We're echoing what we're hearing from the community.
Right. It can suck or whatever. But I have family members. Like, I have family members and close friends, and like my Instagram. For me, it's mostly like, I don't know. For me, I feel like it's like my close friends. Like, I guess I'm that weirdo. But like when everybody messages me and they're so sad, it really makes me upset. They're like, dude, these stories I've heard with the tram thing and the reservation thing, it makes me sad, because I'm telling you, I thrive, and I know you thrive. We thrive when we hear people say they had a good experience at Disneyland, or they had a good experience, you know, not because of us, but they're just like, oh my gosh, it was so amazing, it was so magical. And I'm not hearing that anymore from people. Yeah. And it's not okay. It's not okay. It sucks.
Christopher Quinn. You know, Christopher Quinn sends $5. Says it is sad that top management seemed to put the effort that the cast members and guests did would still go no matter what.
Yeah, and we'll still go no matter what.
We'll still go no matter what. Yeah. And there are so many amazing cast members that do make up for this type of this is a management situation we're talking about, as far as like upper management. This is like executive decisions, but the people on the ground, the people in the trenches who are providing the magic are still making that magic regardless of all this, and we have them to thank, and we are so grateful that exists, and that's why we will continue to go, because we have so many friends on so many levels of cast at the parks, and you know,
they're amazing.
It is a really special thing that you will not experience at other parks, and we love other parks too, but
okay. You know. See, Adventures in Magic sends, I'm seeing an open calendar without Magic Key. Yeah, it's open for tickets, because Disneyland is not a ticket. It's not a ticketed park. You don't have people buying tickets for that.
With
park.
that said,
really not.
I have a suspicion that the amount of tickets available for purchase well exceeds the amount of reservations allowed for Magic Key holders.
Probably.
That's a little disheartening, because I honestly believe that that's the case.
Yeah.
Whereas they got our money already, or if you're on a payment plan, but they got your money for these Magic Keys, and now they're going to make money on top of that by selling those days. But I would venture to guess that there are many more reservations available than there are Magic Key reservations.
Real quick before these disappear, Michelle sends $10 and says, thank you for providing us with great content. I've always been a pass holder, but since we are unable to make the long-term plans at this time in our life, we've declined to get one for now. Very sad. I think that might not be the worst mistake, you know, or sad as you think.
Yeah.
Because again, like, I think they need to like really straighten out some issues and get things to a better situation for these guests that are purchasing it. So maybe it's meant to be that way. Let me...
Right there.
Zach sends $5 and says, new to the channel.
Welcome.
Loved the fun you guys have. Hopefully see you this weekend in Disneyland if you're back in Cali. We're going to be out here for a little bit longer.
So you're going to have to hold it down for us, Zach, and welcome to the party. It's good to have you.
Raymond sends $5 and says, I just did abandoned Sears Automotive and it made me think of when Disney items in store. Oh, interesting. Let me see here. Buys Dream Key Pass, forgets to request reservations, spends all day in downtown Disney. That's been happening to the good part about downtown Disney, and always the shining star, is that you have World of Disney. World of Disney is one of the best places ever. I mean, I'm telling you, I do most of my shopping in World of Disney. I prefer it over any store because it has, some stuff is only exclusive to there. It has, it's all consolidated into one spot. So I think at least you have that. And you have Salt and Straw.
This is funny. G. Messier, if I'm saying that right. Magic is calling, 2 hours wait. Yeah, we're trying to call Magic, but they're not answering the phone.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah.
A lot of people do want Bob Iger back. I mean, I would almost take anybody over Chapek, to be honest with you.
Let's get Eisner out of the trenches.
Is World of Disney better than the Walt Disney World version? They're both really great.
They're both great.
There's one plus that the the World of Disney in downtown Disney Anaheim has, and that's World of Disney Tim.
Yeah.
He's like one of our favorite cast members.
Yeah.
You don't get to see him all the time, but when you do,
it's quite a treat. Wad Tim, as we call him.
So that's that little edge that one has over if we are comparing.
Hello, Betty Turner. Do you think Disney, this is from Jamie, do you think DL is focusing on ticket sales to help rebound for the closure and not the keys?
It could be.
I think all of it relates to that and just the new wave of management. I don't know.
Do you feel the Magic Key issue will be resolved after the COVID restrictions? We don't really have too many COVID restrictions anymore other than the masks indoors. That's pretty much about it. So I don't think it has anything to do with that, personally.
This is great. Tim Edwards says, I see you met my friends Dev and Hannah today. I'm watching from New Zealand and looking forward to going through the video and back and catching what you've been missing on. Yes, we met them in Animal Kingdom and it was such a treat. We took a photo. It's on our Instagrams.
Hey, Charlie's here.
Sweet
Pixar
family.
Charlie.
Pixar, we miss you, dude.
I miss you.
That's another thing that sucks about the 50th is we don't have Pixar Charlie out here.
Once this COVID thing goes away, things are pretty much back to normal in both parks.
Oh, Aubrey, Hatsketeer's Magical Adventure sends $2. You missed your super chat. Oh, wait. Hold
Sorry.
on. Where is it, Aubrey? Where is it? There it is.
We go.
So
That's why
Aubrey,
we have to stay on top of these. I'm sorry.
Aubrey sent $5 a little earlier and we missed it. I apologize, my friend. I was at the 50th Magic Kingdom on October 2nd and the Emporium was madness.
Yeah.
What the heck? Yeah.
It was wild.
There was even a fight, you guys.
Yeah, I heard there was a fist fight.
Yeah, people were getting crazy. I even got bumped by somebody. I was getting bumped all around, and you know what? It's cool. Like, people were trying to get their stuff. I didn't, man, but like this dude was really angry. He was like, "Watch it, man!" I was like, "Whoa, easy, bro. It's Disney." Like, so people were pretty on edge.
It was bad
in those shops, but
Michelle sends $5. I will wait on passes and just give my money to you too. No.
Aww.
Go to take another trip or something. I bought a sweatshirt. Can't wait to get it. Yay, thank you. I'm so excited, you guys. I can't wait to see you in the parks repping your Best Life and Beyond merchandise. And I'm telling you, you can take my word for it. You can, whatever, but I'm telling you, when you get your stuff and tell me the quality is not top notch.
Yeah, we're very proud of that.
I feel like that's
we're very lucky
the thing.
to be working with this company that they don't chintz out.
No.
And they create a quality product.
And that's why this took so long. I know it's, the link for the merch store is going to be in the description box of every video. So any video you'd ever want to watch on Best Life and Beyond, you will have a link to our store.
But just so you know, it's bestlifeandbeyond.com.
That's all you have to do is bestlifeandbeyond.com.
Spell out the word and.
Now, we
no
do have
ampersand.
some Halloween shirts and a sweatshirt with the jack-o'-lantern with Best Life and Beyond logo in it.
Yep.
That's only going to be on sale until the 10th because they need to ship out before Halloween.
Correct.
But these logos, these will be around forever. They will live there at bestlifeandbeyond.com.
Yeah.
So say you're going to Disneyland, say you're, or you just want to rock it anyway. But
We'll probably add some different colored shirts. We may change the colorway for certain situations or whatever. And we're doing like an artist series of my stuff. And we have a lot of plans. This is just the rollout just to get it going.
Yeah. This is
but-
just so you can
but the
get your
hat-
Best Life and Beyond
I
staple
was really
shirt,
pleased
though.
with the hat. Let me go back.
Go all the way. Here's what I do so you don't lose them. You go all the way down. There you go. Christopher
But-
sends $5 and says, "How can the Emporium have a longer line than Rise?" Very carefully, and it does.
Yeah.
Thank you. Dave sends $5. You guys are amazing. Quality content and super creative. Oh, that's such a sweet
Thanks,
compliment. Amazing. Congrats on 80K. Here's to 100K very soon. Cheers to you guys. Well done. Well,
Thank you, Dave.
thank you. Michelle, I got that. Thank you, Doity? Oh gosh, Soup. We're gonna
I
call
would
you
say
Soup.
Diodi.
I can read Soup. And I love it. Thank you. Lindsay sends $5 and says, Disneyland Photo Pass cast member here. Bless you. I have to say it's been a horrible month personally, and your videos have brought me so much distraction and happiness. Will you bring all of us and all those guests at Disney happiness? So
Yeah, I hope you.
thank you.
Hope it gets better for you.
Brandon sends $5 and says, what hotel do you recommend for a big family in Walt Disney World? I would say go Airbnb. If you have a big family, like get an Airbnb because you're gonna get more space. Now, unless you're DVC, if you're DVC, that's a whole different ball game because
Yeah.
they're more set up. I think
But
there's.
let's say if they wanted to stay on property,
if you wanted to stay on property, I would go somewhere like a value resort because it's
like Art of
like
Animation,
Art of Animation, Pop.
Pop Century, or as Charlie calls it, Century Pop.
Yeah.
Charlie asks, "Are the hats fitted?" No, Charlie, they're snappers.
And show the quality of this, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like a lot of people were asking about.
Sorry, my hat's a little worn in already. I've been wearing it like every day.
Yes, and then it has the green bill. It's literally just like a New Era hat, but it says Best Life and Beyond, so we know that you're our people.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's literally just like a New Era
Stitched all the way
hat.
through. You can see it in the inside.
Yep, and then you can bend it a little bit. Like that's what my stepdad Henry did. Is he
I've even bent it a
had to
little
bend
bit.
it a little bit?
Yeah, because it's not for me because my head is so big. I can't flat brim this. I could if I wanted to, but I got a little bend in it. But I've been wearing it every day. It's
Yeah.
it's awesome.
So definitely, I think if you're looking into getting that hat, the colors are just they're fantastic. I love them, and I'm telling you, get your shirts, get your shirt, and then let me see you wearing them because then I'll be really happy. I feel like I've never seen Spencer's head. If you watch every video, you'll see it because he takes off his hat a lot. Actually, today he did on Everest. So
Well, yeah, I have to on certain rides. You got to best
Yeah,
remove them because
yeah.
you'll lose it. I don't want to lose this hat.
I believe they still have the meal plans in Walt Disney World. I believe that because I saw somewhere where we were today and they were like, oh, we have the meal plans. I was like, okay. Has it been crowded as I've heard? No.
Not really.
It's been amazing.
Not really.
Yeah. It's
Like,
been really
what
nice.
did we wait for Everest? Not even 10. It wasn't even 10
It was
minutes.
less than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was amazing. Oh, you bought the after hours sunglasses. I love those sunglasses.
Theme Park Quest sends $5. I am so bummed I missed you and all my favorite vloggers. I was in Magic Kingdom for the last night of Ever After vlogging, and you were at Epcot for Harmonious. I know, isn't that funny when that
dang.
happens? It's like
That's been
we
oh,
were
there
just
are no
there.
dining plans. Sorry, they did have a sign that said dining plan is available today, and I was like, huh, I guess they're back. So it's ironic you asked that question. I guess they're not back.
Ooh, interesting question from Christy Manis sends $5. Thank you, Christy. Loving the videos. Would you consider moving to the Orlando area part-time?
Heck yes.
Yes, we would.
That's actually the goal is to be in both places. Bi-coastal.
And yes, we're still in Florida, Jack. Diody sends $5, says, your videos have been a blessing for my wife and I through this past 2 crazy years. Thank you for keeping us sane and full of happiness. Viva Disney.
Viva Disney.
Viva you. Thank
Love
you.
that. That's so true.
Thanks for being there for us. You know, people often thank us, and we are grateful for that. But we also, in turn, thank you for being there and giving us a reason and a purpose.
So much.
Because otherwise it doesn't work, you know.
Disney Low 28 says, how does it feel to be a Walt Disney and Disneyland annual pass holder? It feels right.
It
feels right.
It just feels
But I will
right.
say, not only does it feel right, but it also makes you feel grateful. Like, I don't know how to say, like,
we dreamed
that
of
properly.
that. And we've had friends who have had coast to coast passes, which doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
But we said, you know, during these terrible times, we were like, hey, the minute we can do this, we want to have access to both places. And I couldn't be more happy about it, really.
Sabrina asked if our shirts are stretchy. Yeah,
Yeah.
they totally stretch out. I wish I could stand up right now, but the way the table is. But they definitely have some stretch to them. They're really soft, good quality, and they're good enough to wear. What we wanted to make sure that they were was, are they good enough to wear in a park, like a Disney park all day and sweat in? Is it going to be super heavy? Is it going to be itchy?
They're high quality.
The thing that we wanted to make sure was that you weren't going to be wearing them around Disney. And I don't know if you've done this with some of the shirts that they sell in Disneyland. They're almost scratchy, and it does. They
These are
rub against
soft.
your arm. Like, these are nice and like
You
buttery
can live
soft.
in these things, I'm telling you. We're
Oh,
not
they're
just,
fantastic.
Yeah. J&M's Hidden Gems sends $5. Thank you. Adventures in Design is live, and it's hailing at Disneyland. Love you guys, and love you guys and your opinion of your experience. Thank you for all the Walt Disney World videos. Well, thank you, and oh my gosh, it's hailing at Disneyland.
Wow.
Bricky's live.
I wish we were able to go live split screen.
Wouldn't that be cool? Like you can on Instagram.
Dang.
Well, Bricky is
right now the shirts are only in black. We wanted something that had the right contrast with the blue and the pink and the yellow. So yeah, thunder and lightning.
It's
and everything.
almost like it's like it switched.
Yeah.
Because you know. Oh
wow.
We're getting a feed right now.
Massive storm there.
Wow, that's wild.
We're not getting we have no weather here too. It's been amazing. Are you doing Halloween Horror Nights in Orlando? Asks Philip.
I think so.
I think so. We're going to try to. For someone who's trying to plan a first-time trip to Walt Disney World or Disneyland, how much do you recommend saving up, or how far in advance should you plan? I mean, it depends on how long you're staying and what you want to do.
Yeah.
But how much, what did you say? How much what? How much do you save? I think, again, that depends on what you want to do. If you know you're going to want to do a lot of dining, I would save and say you want to do a lot of sit-down restaurants, save at least $150 or $100 if it's just you and, you know.
You're talking about per day?
Yeah, I'm thinking
and here's the other thing
you have to really think about what it is you want to do.
And I think more valuable for you is not so much the number, because that varies depending on what you're going to do, is determine whether you, A, want to stay on property, because then you don't have to worry so much about transportation. If you want to rent an Airbnb, which is very affordable down here, then you would probably have to rent a car unless you're going to do Uber service all the time. So those two factors weigh into what you're going to be spending. The flights have been relatively cheap that we've noticed. And
somebody just came in and asking, I just got to the party, how do I get your merch? You go to bestlifeandbeyond.com, and then you go to, or you could go to the link in our description, and that'll show you how to get there. But it's literally bestlifeandbeyond.com. That's it. It's really easy.
Here's a funny comment. I like this. Serena Short Jolly, said that right? Yes. Sends $5. Says, hi, you two. Saw the parrot wings you were modeling, Katie. Amazing. So want a pair. Caw.
I wish I would have bought them, but I said I was going to come back and do it, and I didn't. So
show them your Instagram post, because it was pretty funny. We were over by Expedition Everest, and Katie was playing with a lot of the merch, because they had some cool stuff.
I just can't believe
she got that ribbon thing. It was like a stick with a ribbon on it that you can do dancing with and stuff. Look at that. Here are the parrot wings that Serena was just referring to.
That was fun. Love it.
So good. Cheryl Oster sends $5. Good evening. I just purchased a t-shirt. Can't wait to wear it. I have a dream key. I'm a planner, so I'm fine with it. Love you too.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cheryl. And yeah,
I think also that's a good point though, but I did want to talk about that. There's a lot of people that go like, I'm a good planner, like I'm, whatever. But I think what matters is the frequency you're going. So
Yeah.
for us, we know we need to go at least 2 to 3 times a week to feel like normal.
Yeah.
I think for us, it's really hard, especially when we're traveling. So for instance, we can only book 6 or whatever. After we get back, after we, got through the 6 that we booked, it's all not bookable. So that's what I'm saying. I think it really does depend on the frequency you're going. But I see you go once a week. We're going like 3 times a week, sometimes 4, almost every day sometimes. So we're missing, it's a little bit harder for us.
Jay Vendetta says it was fun getting to meet you guys on the 50th. You guys all made my trip. Love that you used the picture I took for your thumbnail.
Yes, thank you for grabbing that.
Thank you for doing
in
that.
the heat too. Like everybody was
Yeah.
really hot and really tired.
Yes.
And we appreciate.
See, that's the Blab family right there.
Yeah,
that's what
definitely.
they do.
And that's why you all need shirts, so we can identify who you are, so that, when we see that, we're like, ah!
Sean says,
Glad
were you all able to meet Tim Tracker when you were at Epcot the other day? Yes. We've met Tim before a bunch of times, but it was great to see him and see him back in the park because he was, got a little sick there for a minute, but he was healthy and enjoying himself, so it was great to see him. And always a pleasure to see the Tim Tracker.
It's
Indeed.
raining in Anaheim, California. Do you see? That's how you know you're from California, when you're like,
Yeah.
holy moly, it's raining. And like here, no big deal. It's like, it rains. Oh, it's thundering, lightning. Like, I think we've already seen lightning like 4 times here already.
Yeah.
Like, but it's so different in California. We get rain and thunder and hail, and it is mind blowing because it never happens.
We got a little bit of it spit a little bit today, just for a few minutes, but I don't think it qualified as rain. We haven't had any yet here, which is, I'm knocking on wood.
Yeah.
The weather's been great. We've had a few hot days, but nothing that's been that oppressive. You know what I mean?
Oh, Alicia just said, my dad just surprised our family all with shirts. He's the best. We're excited to wear them.
That is
Thanks, Dad.
amazing.
Thank you, Dad. You get a high five for buying the whole family shirts.
Blab Dad. That's a Blab Dad right
Brett says, I want 4 shirts and can't seem to locate the store. Link in the chat. I can do that. I think that was a really smart thing.
Good idea on the link in the chat. Somebody's thinking.
And it wasn't me who was thinking.
Nor myself. We're a little tired from
Yeah,
enjoying
but
Animal Kingdom
we
today.
committed though. We were like, we really wanted to do a.
While you're doing that, Kailika, I've been, since $5, I've been binging your Vegas vlogs. I'm going in January to see Tool. Oh, I love Tool. Bellagio Steakhouse was amazing for special occasion. Or do you have any other recommendations? Well,
I hope that worked.
I'm jealous that you're going to see Tool. I love Tool. We had a great dinner at Mon Ami Gabi at Paris.
Thanks to Dale and Paula for telling us where to go.
Yes, and I'm glad you brought that up. The cool thing about Mon Ami Gabi is, before I tell the other thing, is that you can sit right on Las Vegas Boulevard across the street from the Bellagio fountains. So you can have dinner while sitting under the Eiffel Tower watching the fountain show, even if you're on the inside, because you can eat inside or you can eat on the Strip. Both experiences are amazing. They have breakfast there as well. But our friends Dale and Paula McKenzie have a channel up there. If you look up Dale McKenzie in Las Vegas, they've reviewed a lot of food and restaurants up in Las Vegas, and they can give you a really good kind of overview of what you're...
They're basically the couple that we strive to be when we grow up.
Yeah, but they've gone to some great restaurants up there, as far as all different kinds, like from average to expensive and all different types. So make sure to check them out, and because we don't have a lot of experience with a lot of the big restaurants yet. We're still
working our way there. We're getting there.
But
Moon Goddess says, is it worth it to go to Disney from sundown to close on a Friday? I mean, I say no. Well, I would say yes and no. I don't do mid-afternoon. We don't enjoy it very much. If we're ever in a park mid-afternoon, we are indoors somewhere, or we're
usually
eating or chilling.
About 4:00 at the earliest, showing up.
Yeah, so
stay until close.
So the reason I'd say yes is yes, I love park opening, But by the time it's 12, 1 o'clock, I'm out of there. Do I want to be back at like 4 or 5 and stay till close? Heck yes. If I could do just one or the other, that's fine too. So it's kind of a yes or no question.
Betty Turner says, my dream is to see all you guys in one day at the parks. Adam, Theme Park Obsession, Magic Journeys, Fresh Baked. It happens. There are days when the
those are good days. Yes. Christy points out on the website there's pumpkin shirts. Yes, those are only available until the 10th.
Yes.
That is it. Disneyland is now closed because of the storm.
Really?
Wow.
Thank you for the $3, Sabrina. That must be one heavy storm if they closed.
That must
because
be.
it takes a lot for them to close. Rise of the Resistance Hollywood Studio is standby now. That's right, Philip. We know somebody who experienced that, and that's in your video, right, Dylan?
Wait, what?
The Rise of the Resistance is in your video.
The standby.
So if you go to Theme Park Obsession, there is a video showing the standby queue at studios from yesterday.
Yes.
Very recent, yeah, and you can really see what that's all about. He breaks it down, shows it to you.
I hope we get some of that rain over here in the San Francisco Bay. It was 90 today.
Wow, 90 in San Francisco. Wow.
That's hot. They usually don't close for rain or storm. Yeah, I mean, it's bad. Disneyland is not well equipped for, that
It
rain.
could be that the thunder and lightning is the reason, because there could be some, danger involved in
true.
that, because they probably have to shut down rides.
It will be fun if Bricky did a live stream,
Yeah,
and that I
we're gonna
will
have to watch
definitely
that.
be watching that. And if you want to know whose channel we're talking about Adventures in Design.
Yes.
So we'll definitely go watch that when we're done, for sure.
Chris Vesey sends $5. Thank you, Chris. It's been about 5 years or more since I've been to Disneyland and never to Disney World. Which one's worth going now with COVID regulation going on?
Disney World, because you can go on the monorail, you can do boats, you can do, there's just so much more to do, and then kind of some special things going on for the 50th.
Yeah.
Disneyland is still recovering. I think it probably is going to be another year or two until
Before it gets its legs back.
Yeah, to be honest with you. And again, it's not because I'm not saying there's a bunch of COVID restrictions at Disneyland. What I'm saying is they're still recovering because Disneyland was closed for a year and a half.
Yeah.
So there's so much that's not opening. There's so much cast that needs to be rehired. It's not because of a COVID regulation. It's literally, it's still
Good night, Charlie,
recovering.
if you're leaving. I think Charlie's...
Bye, Charlisha.
It's very late on the West Coast,
Yes.
so it's understandable.
No, it's not late on the West Coast, right?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're...
Wow. It's, Charlie,
coast
what
are
are you
you
doing?
on,
Come on, man.
Spence?
No, it's later here. It's 9 o'clock there.
Will y'all ever come to Universal Orlando and do your great vlogs there? We actually have. We've had quite a few.
Yeah, but we're going to go back. We love it there.
Yeah.
It's a great park.
It's the better of the Universals in our opinion.
Oh boy, here she goes.
I have to say, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not as in love with it. I love Universal Orlando though.
Felicia,
Felicia, hi, you have the best name
hi Felicia.
ever.
We're not saying bye to you yet. We love following more than one channel because you get different perspectives.
That's a fantastic
and sometimes
thing.
Things that others don't catch. Exactly. That's why even when we're all together, we're vlogging together, you will get three different videos, 100%. You'll see interaction and crossover.
Yeah.
But you will get a different perspective, a different style. We all edit different. We present different.
You can watch, like, say we were all riding the Mark Twain.
Yeah.
And you see everybody kind of like recording the same thing. It'll still come out a completely different video.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy. It would be amazing if you guys were at Universal Friday. I'm not sure what our Friday plans are. Can you do a day trip to Julian and try all the pies? Oh, that's in the works already.
We would have to take Pixar Charlie with us for that one.
Yeah.
He knows about Julian.
Yeah, he definitely...
Apple pie capital of the mountains over there, and I think it's in Vista, right? Or it's the mountains above San Diego. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Glad to see you sharing other content and hanging out with... That's the fun of doing YouTube, is getting to collaborate and do...
It's so fun.
Stuff like that with everybody.
So
which Disney park is on the top of your list to visit outside of the U.S.? Tokyo for me, because I want to see Tokyo Sea.
I do too. I also want to go to Paris pretty badly. So,
Paris is the last on my list.
whoa.
I'm not in love with that castle, and there's not like.
So it's a castle thing.
No, there's just not. It's not like like for me, it would be Tokyo because of Tokyo Disneyland and the #1 merch. Then Shanghai because of the technology and the like insanely massive castle. Storybook Castle looks incredible, plus pirates and some other things. And then Paris because Paris,
You know what's cool about the Paris one is that occasionally it gets snow.
yeah.
And I think a Disney park with snow would be so cool.
Yeah.
Just not
I don't
a
like
lot
the-
of snow,
I
just
also-
like a nice little coating, you know.
I'm not a fan of the entrance. There's like a giant hotel right in the front of it. Like it just, and then to know how like Euro Disney and like they're just not into Disney. They're not as hardcore of fans as much as, not to say that they aren't, but not as much as Tokyo and Shanghai. Like
I hear their
they're
Haunted Mansion is pretty
insane
rad.
in Hong Kong, I would like to do Hong Kong too. Hong Kong, then I would like to do Paris. But they have I don't know. Wait, is it Paris?
Hello, Ian
Phantom
K.
Manor. Where's Phantom Manor? Hong Kong?
No, that's Paris.
No, it's Hong Kong.
Is it?
Paris.
What am I? What's at Paris? What's at Hong Kong?
Hong Kong is Mystic Manor.
Mystic Manor. That's what I was thinking
Yeah.
of. What did I say?
You said Phantom Manor, which is Paris.
Mystic Manor. Mystic Manor. Phantom Manor. That would be kind of cool. Phantom Manor.
I think there is one called Phantom Manor, right?
No.
Phantom Manor is Paris.
Right,
Mystic
yes,
Manor
that's
is
what I said.
Hong Kong.
Mystic.
Boom.
I'm
Phantom.
obsessed.
I know.
We've got somebody who's obsessed with theme parks. Believe that, right?
Your girl's a little bit in a
Dylan,
food
you should
coma
call your
still.
channel Theme Park Obsession. Oh, wait.
I know. If only you had a channel named Theme Park Obsession. Then wouldn't that make sense?
It really would, because he's obsessed with theme parks.
I can't think of it.
Who would have thought?
Phantom Manor. I would literally be the person that would go to.
Oh, Kristen, great question. Any plans to return to Beer Garden for Oktoberfest with Paige and Mr. Mara and Super Enthused? Yes. Are you kidding?
So we do need to plan a redemption.
Oh,
that
those
would
are
be
two
fun.
wonderful human beings, by the way.
Oh gosh.
Amongst many. We have a lot of really, really good friends in this community, but PMM and Super Enthused, as they're called sometimes.
They're incredible.
PMM and SE. That's what the kids are saying these days.
We love them.
They're good peeps.
Karen sends $5. I forgot. I wanted to hear about your experience at Harambe Club 33 and what souvenirs you all got. We got a lot of awesome. Hold on.
I got a hat, a nice hat. We both got T-shirts, and we had a nice lunch. And we're not really, we can't really divulge much more.
Yeah, we're not allowed. Like, it's not that we're not allowed to, but
No,
for
it's
yeah.
for the purposes of discretion is of the highest concern with those.
But
clubs.
we can tell you what we bought. So I got
Yeah.
a very beautiful pair of ears. This means ears.
You're
I got
not a moose.
I got a beautiful pair of ears. We each got a shirt.
Mm-hmm.
We got a cup and saucer, and Spencer got a hat
And some coasters. We were allowed to
and some napkins.
take a few coasters.
If you saw Bricky like going, "Oh, it's so hot out here," but yeah, oh
we
my
had a really
gosh.
nice lunch, though. That's all I can tell
It was beautiful. I'm telling you, the time spent with our friends there that also love, as you can see, I think Bricky's video really focused even more on it.
Yeah.
But the spending the time with our friends was, and some of them newer friends that we didn't
Yeah,
meet
some great
until
folks
the
that
tour.
we got to hang out with that we're
It
now
was quite the treat.
be friends forever.
With any luck.
Yeah.
With any luck. The ears are so pretty though. I can't wait for you to see me like casually wear them. I almost wore them today, but it didn't suit today. I was like, how hot is it? It's not been bad. Knock on wood.
It's really, I don't know, what was it today, 90?
Yeah, about 90. It wasn't so bad. I don't know. It was
Wasn't too bad.
a very enjoyable day.
Like a couple times, cloud cover came in and there'd be a little breeze, and then once the sun went down, primo.
Oh, it's so good. And then in the evening, it's like, my gosh. Okay, sorry. I'm posting the link for our merchandise right there again. I'm going to keep sporadically like posting it because I just don't want people to not have it. I feel so bad. My wife and I met you at the Hub by the Castle in Disney World on your first day back. Aw, it was a pleasure to meet you.
Thanks,
You
Bill.
just bought a Best Life pumpkin hoodie. Yay!
Oh, word. There we
How
go.
exciting.
Cheers to that.
I wonder what you ask for at the salon. I don't ask for anything. I just say, do what you think looks good. It's more the only thing I say is like, do you want it to be a little bit lighter or darker? And most of the time, honestly, I don't have a plan. I think they're the stylist and like they know what looks best. So
Yeah.
I just let the stylist do their thing. I finally get to be in the Magic in 18 days. Oh my gosh. Hannah, you are going to be happy.
Kimberly says she can't, she's not able to click on that link.
It's not a clickable link. It's something you could copy and paste.
Copy and paste it,
Or
okay.
you at least can see it. Like it's literally just bestlifeandbeyond.com.
Thank you, Fantastic Fruity.
It's that easy. What?
I look so swag with my glasses. Stuff we all get? You know that's what swag means?
Oh.
Stuff we all get.
Oh. Christina, wow, thank you.
Whoa.
She sends $50. Hey, my mom loves you guys. Can you give her a shout out? Lorraine is her name. This is from her. Thanks for all you do. Lorraine.
Lorraine,
Thank you.
that was too kind of you, Lorraine.
Hey, Lorraine. You are great.
Wow, look at that. You're getting a little song and everything, Lorraine. Yes, thank you for your support. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
that. We hope you have a great night.
And thank you, sorry. I just looked down in my water bottle. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, and you're seeing Bricky's...
Yeah, I saw Bricky's
Are they
live
still there?
stream popped
Is it
up.
still open?
Yeah, so we're gonna watch the Thunder and all that once we're back, or once we're off. I'm gonna sit down and watch his live stream. And I don't often rewatch live streams, but I will definitely watch his.
Yeah.
Hi, I just purchased a Best Life hat. You bought a hat. You're gonna have a hat twin. High five for that.
Boom. I can't wait to get hat twins. And
I
be
just
like,
can't wait to
take pictures.
see people wearing it
Yeah.
in the park. And then, like, we'll be able to identify, like, oh my gosh, this person's a friend of us for the channel. Like, they watch the channel. I don't know. I just think that's going to be such a good feeling, in my opinion. And I'm just happy that, Represent is able to make that happen, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
us. Because we've always dreamed of having good merchandise, good quality. Chad sends $5. Which Walt Disney World park would you recommend for a first-time visit for someone who can only go one day? If the Magic Kingdom, what is your second recommendation? Ooh, I'm between Epcot or Animal Kingdom. I would say Epcot.
Yeah.
Epcot because there's so much to do.
Yeah.
There's so much to do. Not that
Yeah.
there isn't in Animal Kingdom, but Epcot.
But I think that's a good balance. Like if you were to do Magic Kingdom and Epcot, that gives you kind of a nice balance of things because Epcot is very unique, as is Animal Kingdom. If you're an animal lover and that might be your call too. It's just,
I'm 100% saying Epcot.
but Magic Kingdom
Final
is
answer.
more like a Disneyland. So if you're looking for more of a Disneyland type experience, Magic Kingdom obviously is more like that.
Yeah. Hey guys, from Orlando, your videos are the best. Move to Orlando. We're gonna try to have a
Thanks,
home
Marcel.
on both coasts. You guys really want mugs?
Mug Life.
I'll see if we can
Mug Life
add
and
those
Beyond.
to the shop. I'll
Yeah.
see about that. That's a really good
Zach
thing.
Smith, Zach sends $5, says, what motivated you guys to take the leap and do this for a living?
Pandemic.
Yeah, that pushed us. I think, although we were just talking about this tonight with some friends. When Katie and I first started doing this stuff together for a different channel, we realized we had this kind of chemistry and we worked well together and we enjoyed creating videos about something that we loved for our own personal reasons, why she loves the parks and why I love the parks. And it just kind of mushroomed into more and more and more, and we kept getting more ideas, and it was kind of working, and we were enjoying it. And when we started our own channel, I don't know that there was a goal to do it full time, but there was a fascination with like, I wonder if we could do this full time. I wonder if we could do this on the daily. And we eventually got to a point right before the pandemic where we were pretty regular, like almost daily. We were pretty close. We were on a roll. And
But we had still planned to keep our jobs. It wasn't about how
Yeah.
do you're talking more about how.
No, I know,
often
but
can
I'm
you
just
do
saying
content.
like kind of how it happened and then what transpired. But yes, the pandemic definitely pushed us into a thing of like, hey, we want to continue doing this. We don't want to stop because we love it, and it can help sustain us and keep food on the table at the same time. So what a perfect marriage of something we love to do and work hard at because we love doing it. And that's really where it kind of really took off, and we said, all right, we're all in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All in, like 100%. And it's a commitment. It's 24/7. It's no joke. Ask anybody who does it on the daily or even close to daily, and it is like, it's, but we love it. It's like, I've never worked harder in my life, and I've worked really hard. She's worked really hard at previous jobs. And so
it's when you get to do it for something you wholeheartedly love.
yeah,
It makes it it makes the work not feel as much like work.
yeah,
And I know that's
we
cliche.
give our soul to this thing, and we're happy to, you know what I mean? And I've always wanted to have something like that in my life. So now that I do have that, I don't take it for granted, and I give everything to it, and because I'm grateful for it and that we're able to do it.
Yeah. Did you quit nursing due to the pandemic or other reasons? The place I was working at obviously wasn't working, and then it just kind of spiraled into I don't know, just kind of spiraled in. But then it ended up, what happened was I found out by doing this full time, it was more like I was getting what I liked out of nursing. I was getting that out of this. And the reason I did nursing was because I liked helping people and making them feel good and making them happy. And when I was doing this and making around, enough to live and be happy, and I get to work with him,
But you were able to reach more people and affect more people.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't know. The reason I did nursing was for what I did, and then it was like, man, that was just so much more enjoyable, I guess,
Pete L sends $10. Pete.
Oh, Peter. Thank you.
Bread pudding at Ohana or cheesecake at Space 220.
Bread pudding.
100%.
Bread pudding at Ohana. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, that caramel sauce.
She will drink the caramel sauce. Like
Right
if I
up.
said to her, I'm going to take the cake part, you can't have any, she'd be like, that's fine, I'm going to drink this.
I'd be a little upset because it
Right.
complements my caramel.
No, it does.
Yes. It was just as fulfilling. So true.
Uh,
What kind of nurse were you? I worked in mental health, and then I worked in behaviors, and then adolescent addiction and behaviors.
Is that Orla or Orpha? I can't tell if that's an F or an L.
I'm not sure.
That looks like
Orpha.
Orpha
I
Zanali.
feel like Orpha.
We're going to go for that.
And if we said your name wrong,
We apologize. Since $10, thank you. Katie, your makeup is officially on its way tomorrow.
Yay! I won't be there to get it though.
I'm also wanting to finally go back to Disney next month. What would you say is the slowest day out of the week? I want to do all the things.
Wednesday.
Now that is typically, historically, the least crowded day, but
Reservations do throw a monkey wrench in
sometimes,
that.
that is not the
true.
case. Laura Alexandra sends $5, says, I popped into Bricky's Live, and holy moly, the weather is insane at Disneyland. Well, I'm glad he's there to cover it.
Me too.
Because we want to rewatch that and see.
I'm gonna be excited to watch that later tonight.
The Jay Springy says, big ups to Spencer, would love to see more content about your art. And we are planning on doing that. We had a chat about that yesterday.
And I'm gonna be doing more cooking again. So once we
Yeah.
get back to California, that's gonna be on the regular, for sure. Is cooking and art, 100%.
Lachlan, I think I'm saying your name right, Lachlan. How long have you guys been vlogging? It's coming on it's between 3 and 4 years.
It's been a bit.
With the previous channel and then what we're doing now.
Husband and I went Wednesday, September 15th, and it was packed. See, Disney. If
there
you're
you
talking
go.
about Disneyland, it's a monkey wrench thing. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. But you're gonna. If I was a betting woman, I would say Tuesday, Wednesday are your best bets. Yay, cooking videos! I'm glad. I like doing them live too, because I realized that's why I wasn't doing so many of them. Is because editing them is really just too tedious, and like it's too tedious, and it didn't come off right. Like where it's like if I'm gonna make a mistake, I wasn't able to show you a mistake or why I changed my mind or justified whatever. So it was like, it was a little bit easier.
Oh, good, Lachlan. I'm saying your name right.
Oh, good.
A lot of Americans have trouble pronouncing your name, but I'm glad I got it right.
Angela, Walt Disney World dining reservations go live at 3 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Don't want to miss my window for Space 220. Feel like I need to approach it when like tickets. Okay, so another thing you can do, I found out, and I think I used it one time, but it's free on touringplans.com. And they have a reservation finder, and I think you could do 2 at a time. So I would give that a try. It was touringplans.com. Live cooking was awesome. Good. I'm so happy you like that.
Christy says a graffiti shirt for Best Life would be cool. Yes, that is in the works, Christy.
It's already in the works.
Yes.
Tori, in your opinion, how do you think Walt Disney would feel about Disney's current position with reservations on Magic Key? I don't know. I feel like he wouldn't like it because I don't think anybody really likes it. Maybe there's like a few people that casually go that like it.
He'd probably have a great solution for it. He was a brilliant guy, and he thought outside the box, and I think he would probably find that there was value in it in a certain way, but he would probably figure out a way to implement it so that the customer experience wasn't tarnished like it's being tarnished.
Yeah, because it's not good now.
Yeah.
Can we get an okay? Oh, good. Why did I read that, Arnie? Can you give us your honest opinion of the fireworks shows? First Epcot, then Magic Kingdom. Love you guys.
Oh, Katie. There you go, buddy.
So Epcot's Harmonious. I really liked it. I enjoyed it. I thought it was visually stunning. Now, I will say, depending on where you are watching it from, because we've now seen it twice, and if you are watching it from where we were, which was kind of by Canada, I would say if you are visually impaired in any way, you're going to have a hard time seeing. And because I worked with people with a lot of disabilities, visual, auditory, behavioral, I can see how they would have a very hard time. If you don't have 20/20 vision, it is so hard to see those barges, the little tacos out there.
Yeah.
I do think, though, it's beautiful and it's inclusive, and that to me made my heart well up, my eyes well up a lot, because I pictured somebody from another country getting to hear a Disney song in their native language, and how beautiful
12
that
different
must
languages.
be.
Yeah.
Right, how beautiful that must be. I think it's gorgeous. Now, I think Jackie from Super Enthused made a really good point that it's not super Epcot. Like, she wasn't getting something speaking to Epcot, other than the languages, obviously, but she's talking about Epcot as the park. So I can see what she's saying about that, and I have to say I agree on that level. But would I stay and watch Harmonious? For sure. I liked it.
And then, for a person like me who I don't...
And live stream didn't do it justice.
No. For somebody like me who doesn't put a lot of weight on the shows, when I grew up going to Disneyland, I don't think I ever stopped for fireworks shows.
Oh gosh,
So
that hurts my heart to hear.
That's just, hey, I represent, a vast majority of people as well. But I will say that, in you kind of turned me on to Remember Dreams Come True, and I began to really enjoy that, and I have a lot of fond memories of it, and because it was park heavy in its design, and I'm all about the park. These other ones that involve all these IPs of these movies that from the 90s on, or things that I really don't have a lot of investment in. I don't know. I'm whatever. I'm indifferent about it. Technically and visually, it's stunning, and I'm somebody who loves eye candy. So for me, I thought it was great. Other than that, I understand why people have not a lot of love for it. It definitely didn't have, which a lot of things are happening right now with shows where there's not an exclamation point on the end. There's not a crescendo. There's not a definitive ending. Boom, done. There seems to be something lacking with entertainment right now with the Disney parks. I don't know what that is. We saw it with some of the Beacons of Magic lighting ceremonies, aside from Spaceship Earth, which is stunning and has an amazing transition into a solid ending, and you get it right. but a lot of them are kind of like, you hear people literally saying all around you, wait, is that it? Is it over?
Mm-hmm.
Is it, what's, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that.
As far as enchantment goes, we haven't seen it in person
No, we
yet.
have
I
not.
haven't even watched a video, so I don't want to comment on that because I want to see it in person before I make any judgment.
Right.
Somebody asked about the Stellarator in Space 220. We covered it in our video, but you do not feel anything. It is absolutely zero motion sickness
But you
at all.
there's things you feel, but you don't feel a
It's
motion
like a rumble.
thing. Yeah.
It's like a rumble.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think though that Harmonious is good. I think it's very good. I'm also coming from somebody who I'm bummed that we don't even have any shows really at Disneyland. We get fireworks, actual pyro, 3 days a week at Disneyland, and that's it. So I'm also, I think I'm also coming from the thing where I'm just like, dude, I'm happy to see anything at this point, like real, legit show like that every night.
And here's one thing I would say about Harmonious from a tech standpoint and a visual standpoint. I feel like they should have utilized some water screens, which you could make a lot bigger.
Oh yeah, I was telling you. Yeah.
And as opposed to the taco barges, as we call them, I just don't know why that technology wasn't utilized, because you can hide it. You don't see it unless it's active, and
Well,
even
because
then
I
you
was
don't really
telling
see
you
it.
about the visual impairment, and I
Yeah.
was like, why
Now-
couldn't we have put screens closer for people that can't see? Because
Now-
my niece is a good example.
Right.
She can't see. I mean, you need glasses.
Yeah, but
So how were you seeing that from where we were? Were
not
you
very
able
well.
to see?
Not very well. In the
Whereas,
edit,
like,
I
I'm
could see
seeing
it,
right, and
but
like, you know,
so I was looking for the the bigger picture of it, but maybe the water screen thing is because they get weather out here, and they that wind would blow the water all over everybody. So I understand that, because sometimes it what's the one at DCA?
oh, World of Color.
World of Color, there's certain areas where you get soaked because the water screen is
There's some people that are back from Bricky's live stream.
oh, welcome.
Welcome. I'm sorry we were streaming at the
Welcome,
same time.
fellow citizens of Disneyland, as you
Yeah.
were referred to.
I'm sorry though that we never like to stream over people that, especially ones we're friends with, on top of it.
Yeah.
But we just did not have any other time, and I frankly, to be honest, I did not see that he was live, to be honest with you, and I feel like it.
We wouldn't, if we'd have
A-hole
known, we
now.
wouldn't have stepped on him. But
We're jerks. But what you can do so that we can still support our friend is, when we're done, go back and rewatch his live stream.
yeah, we will. Absolutely.
And I will text him and apologize for that. So
Yes.
that's what we will do.
But we're glad you stayed in there.
Yeah. I can't wait to watch it. You guys, it's been so hyped. I'm ready.
Well, Honeybee says it was sudden for him and he wasn't planning on streaming
Oh, okay. Oh,
because of
thank
the
God.
storm. Which is smart. An event happened and he was like, boom.
Oh, okay. Well,
Let's go
now I
live.
feel a little bit better.
It was not a plan.
But I still should have checked. I normally check.
He jumped on real quick due to hail and lightning storm. I think
Okay.
we were already up.
Oh, that's what happened.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, then that's good.
It was unplanned. He didn't
Either way,
even
we're still gonna
take his
watch it.
camera. Yeah.
We are not back in California. We're still in Florida. I've decided to make a business out of my hobby, and I'm a little worried. Kristen, did you send a super chat earlier? If you did, I apologize. Spence scrolled down too fast.
Always my fault.
No, you did without realizing it. How do you find a balance of falling out of love with something that you enjoy and find
It's a
relaxing?
great question.
It can happen. I think you just have to know that that's part of it, but you have to. I think you have to like outweigh the, what do you call it? Like
You have to weigh the positives and negatives. So
yeah,
so
you
I
have
think
to outweigh like,
I
do you
think-
do something you're super passionate about, or
I think what you're going to find is, and I could probably speak for a lot of people who take their hobby into their passion or to their job, is that you will have moments of this feels like a job, right?
yeah, it is a job.
But it's a job.
If you're doing it right, it is a job.
Right, but when I say it feels like a job, meaning like, I have to go do the thing, right? You will get moments like that. But if you just push through them and just know that, hey, I really love this, and I think I'm just having a brief moment of like disillusionment, not even disillusionment, but just kind of like, ugh, like
You're having
you're
a
tired or,
human reaction
right.
because
But
no matter what it is you're doing.
yeah, but just know that it's brief, and this is coming from somebody who, like a lot of us do. I edit all hours of the night when everybody's asleep and you're the only one. It's all you, and you're just kind of like you're alone with it, and you're like, what am I doing? You know, you just push through, and then you're so grateful. You know, you have the moments, the good moments outweigh those other ones. Just let me tell you that, because you'll be so glad that you worked hard and pushed through those moments of like, I can't do this. You know, it's worth it. I think it's worth
These are
it.
good questions. How do you deal with creative block? I think if you just, for us, we just go, we're really lucky because we go, whatever it is we're really feeling. Like we canceled one of our Halloween Horror Nights for Hollywood. Like in California, we were like, we just don't feel it. Like we don't want to go.
We were for one, we were very tired and exhausted, which takes a lot for us to get to that point. We can push through a lot.
We were able to give our tickets.
Yeah, but we just were like, we can't do this.
And so that's what I was gonna say.
We hit a wall,
but what it
basically.
is though is like on top of that though, it's like we just, if you're not feeling it,
Yeah.
that's where it is. Like you have to just do what you feel, and then the creativity comes.
Yeah.
Let me see how when. Oops, sorry. When or what was the thing that gave you the Disney bug when you loved Disney so much? Mine was I was raised there. I was literally raised in Disneyland, so I had no choice.
I've always had a passion for it and a special place in my heart for it, even though I didn't go as much as Katie did growing up because I lived in LA, and I thought going twice or 3 times a year was like hardcore. So,
Yeah.
but for me, it was like in my later life, you know, in my adult life, it was interesting. I think social media drew me to it because of like things like Periscope, because I wanted to be at the park more and I couldn't, and I didn't have a pass yet. And so I kind of was living through other people's experiences and kind of going, hey, this is really cool. And starting to learn and consume more history of the park, and realizing that there was a lot more to it than just me as a kid loving the park. And finding as an adult that there was all this stuff that like I had no idea, the stories behind things and the meaning and that the effort. And once I started finding out that kind of stuff, I was like, whoa, this is really cool. And I just want more. And it was like, I had like this voracious appetite for Disneyland, and it was weird. And for a while, I remember asking myself, I got a pass and I was going all the time alone. And
Would you say I helped you?
you helped. Yeah, definitely. But
I birthed it crazy.
well, you didn't birth it, but you
Helped birth it crazy.
You helped nurture. But my point is,
Help nurture it crazy.
my point is, for a while, I was questioning myself because, like, why am I going to Disneyland so much? Why do I love this so much? Is there something wrong with me, maybe? Because, you know, a lot of people friends and family and stuff were kind of like, you know, hey, is everything cool? Like, what are you doing? You know? And I was like, no, I'm cool. I am. I'm self-checking, and I you know, I don't know what it is, but I'm going with it. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm still doing my job and I'm paying the bills, and it's just something I really want to do, and I'm going to do it. And I did. I honestly kept checking myself and wondering, like, I wonder what this is. And cut to now, you know, where we're at, and I'm like, I'm so glad I kind of followed my heart, because it led me to do what we're doing. And had I not, I wouldn't be in this position. And
you got to go with what you feel.
yeah, that was going with my heart, because I literally was just following my heart, and I was kind of questioning it, going, am I like okay here? Like, you know what I mean?
Lisa, we definitely will have more of Spencer's art and my cooking. You're going to definitely
Yes.
get that. Katie, where were you raised around Disneyland? I was born and raised in Yorba Linda for me.
Born and raised?
Born and raised in Yorba Linda for me. So if you know where that is, it's like, what, 15, 20 minutes from Disneyland? So
It's not my Belinda, it's your Belinda.
facts.
That's my dumb joke.
So that's where I came from, and then Placentia, Yorba Linda area. That's like my home. Where did you two meet? How did you two meet?
Oh boy, here we go. We met at Disneyland.
We met through Periscope.
Yeah, Periscope was our...
Rest in peace, Periscope.
yeah, Periscope was our matchmaker. Periscope, find me a match. Yeah. we were just, two Disneyland enthusiasts. Katie was heavily involved in Periscope and was a player. She was like a big player at Disneyland Periscope. So, anyways, I followed her amongst some other people, and I remember, when I started going to the park a lot, the story I was just
I
telling
remember. Please tell the story again. You're so funny. Like, tell me again.
you.
I mean, there are new
Tell
people
me
in
more.
here.
Tell me more.
Like, does he have a car? No, he didn't. No,
We,
just kidding.
I remember though when we realized we both loved Grease.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Um,
But yeah, I think you were following my Periscope, and he would often bop in there, and
Or I'd be at the park and I'd see her and hey Katie, just as Disneyland people do.
yeah. I just didn't know who you
and,
were really.
Wow. See
No,
how-
I really did. I
just
really
didn't know who you were.
I didn't know who you
So,
were
like, I
until
was
the
like, who's
Cars
this
Land
guy?
day. It wasn't until the
No, I'm
Cars Land day.
kidding.
I legit had no idea who you were.
I became more active in their chats, and then I would realize that they were there, and it was really fun. It was such a simple time of like, oh hey, there's some other people that are as psycho about this as I am, or even more so, and they're here, and I want to go meet up with them because, Disney parks are comprised of us types, and then families and kids and all sorts of folks. But when you find your community, you're like, oh, they're here, And I remember just saying, hey, I'm here too, which is funny now that I think
I
about
was
it.
live streaming on Cars
Yeah.
on Radiator Springs Racers.
And I was over by Little Mermaid, and I remember seeing that you guys were there. I was like, oh, I'm here too. I could be over there, and maybe I could meet up with them because I was watching your stream. And you were like, yeah, come by, say hi. And I was like, okay, cool. And it was you and Brian and Kev Hawk. We met up in Cars Land, took a picture.
Well, I thought I saw somebody, like, I wasn't sure. It wasn't you. Me and Brian were like, there's somebody behind us, and I don't know if, like, we know this person. And he's like, well, you were live streaming. Maybe somebody wants to say hi. And I was like, I guess. And then we went over by the Cozy Cone-ish area, and you finally, like, came up to us, and we were like, oh, thank God. Because of the positioning of where we were at, we were kind of like, there's somebody behind us. Like, do we know him? Did we drop something? Like, Kevin was like, I think I dropped something. Like, I was like, well, and then you ended up saying hi. And
Yeah.
then you asked to take a photo.
Yes, and we took a photo, and then you said, oh, make sure I tag me in that or whatever. And I had an Instagram account that I hadn't
I know, and you looked at it was so funny.
I hadn't been active on
he was
Instagram
like,
in a year.
He's like, yeah, I'll tag you on it because
I kind of didn't know how. and
he
I was
didn't
just
know
like-
how. It was so cute. I was like, this guy.
So it was funny because prior to that, my Instagram was all my graffiti art, right? I used it as my landing page
He never posted on it.
to show people like, oh, if I wanted to get a wall or get jobs or do art shows and stuff, I could show, oh yeah, just go to Surf Los Angeles and you can see my art. And so I had not posted on there in a year, and all of a sudden you could see when it happened where I started posting all Disney stuff, and it was that day.
Yep.
And
I was like, oh, because you actually tagged me. He went and figured it out. And then once he did, I was like, oh, and so I followed him. I don't know why I followed you. There was some reason I did. Oh, I think I liked your art. I was like, oh, his art's nice. He was a nice guy. And then I Okay. Okay. It was nothing like that. It was completely innocent. I
I
followed
didn't
you
say
back.
it wasn't innocent. I was like, that's right.
Oh, okay. Well, then I went and
You're like,
I
this guy
watched your
bombs the
no.
graffiti pretty well.
No, that was. I just thought it was
He's got
pretty.
good can control.
But then I kind of forgot about it, to be honest with you. And I remember watching your Instagram story because you did an Instagram story, and I was like, "What the heck? Like, who is this person?" Like, I forgot who you were, and I didn't understand. I think you were doing something like backstage somewhere. It was all I saw, and I didn't know anything. But it was something backstage, and I'm like, does this guy like build stages? Like, that's what I thought you did.
Yeah.
And I was like, he didn't strike me as a stage builder guy, like a builder person. Like I was like, I thought he was like,
no, I manage the stage.
well, but I was like, I don't know what the heck that means. Like,
Right.
that's not something I knew. And then you came into my Periscope again, and you were like, oh, hey, like, I'm the guy that met you in Cars Land, and, surf thing. And I'm like, I don't know. And then you said, I posted the photo on Instagram, and you followed me. I'm like, oh, that's the guy. And then I would share your Periscopes sometimes.
Yeah,
because I was like, hey, you should do it yourself.
I was such a fan and still am of the Main Street Electrical Parade because I was there
Right.
as a kid and watched the original.
Right.
So,
but then that's when we saw you for Dapper Day, right?
well, I had seen you another time in the park, and you had said, "Hey, are you guys going to be here for Dapper Day?" As I was dating somebody at the time, and we're like, "Yeah, we're going to be here." And you're like, "Oh, we should hook up and whatever, hang out or whatever." And we're like, "Yeah, totally." And so we did. We hung out and we went to Cove Bar, the old Cove Bar, and
it was so funny. I had already changed out of my dress by then. I was like, I'm done with this.
Yeah.
I'm not good at dressing up in the park.
And I was in the video, and it was kind of the first time that I was in a video with you guys, I think. And that was the beginning of...
And then I saw you around another time because I was like, oh, you should come and hang out with us again. And then you actually did, which was surprising. I was like, I didn't think
And then I was
anybody...
warned because you guys had asked me, like, hey, if you want to, be a part of the channel and make videos with us, it'd be really fun. I'm like, yeah, totally. And you're like, I'm just warning you right now, like, it's gonna your life will never be the same. And I was like, yeah, whatever. I'll do a video with you guys once in a while. It's fun. I enjoy it because it was purely for fun. It honestly was. It was a very simple time, and we just enjoyed making videos because we liked Disneyland and I liked
Oh,
producing things. And,
how did you meet Adam and Theme Park Obsession? Disneyland.
I was seeing Adam at I'd see him at the barn at Griffith Park. I'd see him at Disneyland. I'd see him.
And you
at
actually
Hollywood
knew
Boulevard.
who he was. I had no
100% knew
idea.
who he was. I knew who Justin was.
Not me.
And so, I'd see him. Hey, what's going on, man? Hey, good to see you. And then Pixar Pier, when that was starting to happen.
Dennis, hi Dennis.
Dennis is in here. Dennis loves
I
this
miss
story.
you, Dennis.
We were talking about you, Dennis.
We saw Dennis doppelganger. All
Yeah,
right,
me
continue.
and Micah were talking about
I
you.
just wanted to make sure I said hi to him. So
all the good Micah stories. Anyways, where was
you
I?
saw him at Pixar Pier.
Oh yeah, I saw him at Pixar Pier, and he was with Jay.
I'll look for the first photo while he tells this story.
And that was kind of the first time that we'd actually stopped and chatted more so than just a hey, what's going on? And I fangirled on Adam and was like, dude, you're the man. I love your videos, super inspiring. Like and then he was like, oh yeah, we should link up and do a collab or something or whatever. And I'm like, oh yeah, cool, that'd be awesome. And I'm trying to play it all cool, like, oh yeah, sweet man, yeah, all right, later. And we were walking away going like, whoa, that's so cool, like out on the woo. Because mad respect still to this day. I mean,
now I didn't know
Adam.
who he was, and he was like, he had told me, he's like, dude, I am gonna go have lunch and like hang out with Adam the Woo, and I'm like, who the Woo? What are
She
you
didn't
talking
know.
about? I don't know who the heck that is.
I'm like, you need to go do some research and realize the gravity of this situation. And now we're like really good friends.
Yeah.
And then cut to Dylan. I remember seeing a lot of Dylan's videos because Dylan came onto the scene, and I was like, oh, there's this new guy doing things, and
See, thank
And,
God Spencer actually watches YouTube because I didn't know who
Yeah.
these people were.
yeah,
And
Dylan,
thank
Dylan and I
God
both
because
watch
now my
YouTube.
best friends are.
And so
Yes.
I remember Dylan coming on the scene, but I didn't know him. But his presence was there, And then Adam had said that it was right around Halloween, a couple years ago, and Adam had said, "Oh, I'm gonna meet up with Dylan from Theme Park Obsession. We're gonna go ride. Was it Dark Ride?
Yeah, not scary farm dark.
Not Scary Farm, Dark Ride, and we're gonna go meet up with Dylan. Okay, cool. And met Dylan in the queue for Dark Ride, and we're like, hey man, what's going on? Oh yeah, I've seen your videos. Oh cool, right on, I've seen your videos, cool. Hey, let's go do this. And then we went and did Dark Ride, and the rest is history. And again, another really good friend of mine that we met through Disneyland and YouTube, and it's wild when you think back, and like we're all very tight. We're really good friends, all of us. And what are you pulling up here?
Dude, I found
Oh, she's pulling up old videos, and I'm like, what is this?
No, I found the clip where I was you came into my Periscope.
And I was on Radiator Springs. And he was like, hey, you're in the park.
You had to
I'm
wear
here
glasses
too."
because of your thing.
Oh my
Look
God.
at this was
He has
Spence.
this camera. So I look like some dingus, like talking. I talk to my phone. I'm sorry about it. My friends
This
are in
was
my
like
phone.
five
He
years
waited
ago.
until we got off Radiator Springs.
And then here, I think the picture is here.
And I
Okay, here's the deal.
Hold on.
At the time.
I found it.
Origin stories.
Oh wait, dang it! Is the photo not? Oh my gosh! Look at all of our What's Happening Wednesdays, though, guys. This is so funny.
Because you were so professional.
Look at that was all of our old What's Happening Wednesdays at the park that we did.
Like, you know, courteous.
Hold on.
Collaboration.
We had so many of them. I know this isn't the photo, but like, I know Spence, you look. We both look so young.
On camera.
Like it's crazy.
We had a blast. We laughed.
I'm
We used to
turning it
open up
down.
pins on camera.
Yeah, all we did was like, oh gosh, oh. Okay, so this was, oh, I had purple hair. Look at all of these. Week after week, we dropped the phone. We broke somebody's phone. I'll never forget that. Look at that. Dude, we were doing weekly live stream. I don't think anybody was doing weekly live streams from the park ever.
No,
We were the first to do that, which I like to claim that because I feel like that's kind of cool. I feel like it's rad. But I'm trying to find the picture because I thought the picture was on here, but apparently it's not.
Oh, there's a turkey roll in here?
Oh, shoot.
Turkey roll. All right, let me find that.
Get him out of here.
Oh, there.
I just realized, I think, hold on. I mean, you know, excuse me.
I enjoy turkey rolls. I like to eat them. And I just ate that one. Goodbye. In my belly.
You're insane.
Yeah.
Will you be staying on property while you're there this time? No. We will not be doing that this time. We're all at the...
Sure.
Oh, wait.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
we are missing...
Okay, we're going to go back and do some super chats because we've been
failing.
blabbing. Let me make sure I didn't miss any. I'm going back.
And we'll start wrapping up soon because I just looked at the time
Okay.
and my brain hurts.
So I believe this is the first one that we missed. Uncle Lester Cam sends $5 and says, I don't let my wife go to Disneyland alone. I heard too many stories of aggressive predators at the park that they prey on married women. Stay safe.
I've never experienced that.
That's a little odd. I've never heard of that before. It's a very safe place.
Been the complete opposite for me.
Yeah, that's a very safe place. Christopher Quinn sends $5. Will you be adding polos or other merch? My laptop needs a new sticker also. Is there any coffee left in that pot behind you? There might be some old coffee in there, Christopher, but I'm not sure. The only reason we are steering away from stickers is because, you know, we have a lot of theme park content, especially Disney theme park content, and I would be mortified and really saddened if a sticker got put up in the park for some reason or whatever, even if it was done, somebody was doing it not to be, you know, bad about it, but just I would hate that to happen, and you know, I don't want that to happen. There's the photo. That's the first day.
That was January 9th, 2017. The day that Spencer came and introduced himself to me.
I used to wear that orange hat every time I went to Disneyland.
It was
I still
so
have it.
attractive.
I still have it. Raina sends $10. So grateful I bumped into you guys.
Raina!
And Dylan, Animal Kingdom today. Katie, I was the one who gave you the 50th bracelet. There it is.
She gave me this. We met today. This is she makes bracelets, and she made this gorgeous bracelet and gave it to me for the 50th anniversary. Thank you, girlfriend.
She says, thank you for getting me through the pandemic. Well, thank you, Raina, for being there for us. It means a lot.
That is amazing, by the way. Yeah, she made it. If you have a shop, if you want to link it, go ahead, post that so people can buy it. I mean, this is adorable. So cute. I don't dislike it, but I really don't like it either. Dislike what? What?
I don't know.
Katie, where did you get your white platform sandals? They are from Skechers. Go Walk Ultra Cush something, I think. Definitely Skechers, though. What's for dinner? We are done eating for the day. We ate too much food.
Okay, that's already... There was another one. Here we go. Oh, wait. There it is.
L sends $5 and says, do you think Disney will make people get mandatory vaccine to get into the parks? The fine print will be null and void for Magic Keys. They could do it, and if they do, I wouldn't be shocked. California, I wouldn't be shocked.
Somebody asked, is Periscope still around? No, it is not, sadly.
It's all gone. It's all gone. Oh, thank you.
Okay, I think we're caught up.
Yeah, Dylan's here. If you want to say hi to him.
Hello.
He's waving. You just can't see him. Wishes, happily ever after, enchanted. I agree with that. Wishes, just, it's the nostalgia, I'll tell you what. Katie, are you going to do another cooking live stream? 100%. Those are going to be a regular thing on our channel now. Like, it's been decided. It is signed, sealed, delivered. But we're going to wrap this up. It's getting very late for everybody. But we do want to remind you, Best Life and Beyond merchandise. I'm going to put the link is in our bio here. It's in the bio of every pretty much recent video. But it's bestlifeandbeyond.com, and you can get your amazingly good quality Best Life and Beyond shirts.
Yes.
We have men's sizes up to 3X. We have kids. We have these hats. We have sweatshirts. And then the Halloween merchandise is only available until the 10th.
Yep.
After the 10th, you cannot get it. You will never see it again. It's done. It's goodbye.
It'll be a different, it'll be different stuff for next year.
Yeah,
so,
we just want to make sure they ship before Halloween. So make sure to buy it. And if you do buy it, let us know. Tag it on our Instagrams. Comment below if you did buy something so that, you know, everybody knows. If you want a shirt and a hat, Brittany, bestlifeandbeyond.com. Get it and let us know. Because we want to know. And then we want to see you wear it.
Yeah, NorCal guy says, hi, Land Crusher, Dylan. There it is. You heard it right there. That was for you, NorCal guy. Yeah, so that's it, guys. We're going to wrap this up. As Katie said, thank you for all your support and for hanging out with us. It was a lot of fun. And stay tuned for more content from Walt Disney World's 50th celebration, as well as other stuff down here, because we're going to be here for a while. We're not going anywhere. And if you haven't caught up on all the other videos, make sure to catch up. Also, on your way out, make sure to hit that thumbs up on your way out. That helps us out drastically.
Yes.
And
I'm going to go watch Bricky's live stream now.
and that's it. Good night to everybody. Hope you have a great one, and we will see you soon.